Who knows 20? 20 מי יודע. פרשס ויירו. ויאמר נוי אל תדבר אל אדוני, ולא ימצאו שום 20. יאמר לו השחית בעבורה 20. Abraham Avinu was notified. Tzadik Ador. There's 5 cities that to be destroyed. Are you maskim? Abraham Avinu tries to save them. If every city has 10 tzaddikim, or even 9 tzaddikim in each one, Hashem promised to Abraham that he will not destroy the city. We have a Kabbalah from the Sefer HaZohar that if one Kanishta, one Beth HaKnesset, have Zechuyois, they could bring Mashiach. 10 people. This is the Mekor. The question is, why did Noach try to be Megin al Dorot, to be Mispalel like Abraham Avinu did? How many tzaddikim he had in his times? Noach, Shem, Ham, and Yofes, that's 4. Each one's wife, they were saved. You have altogether 8. Then you have Mesushelach, who was Tzaddik Hador. You have altogether 9. Abraham Avinu was Mispalel for 9, and Hashem was Maskim. Why did Noach did not use the same Heshbon to be Mispalel for 9? And the 10th is the Shechina HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself. The answer is, Mesushelach was from a different generation. He is not mitzaref with the door. There is a Kabbalah from the Baal Shem Tov HaKadosh. If 9 people are waiting for the 10th person to come for a minyan, the 10th will come. In Parshas Chayei Soro we find 20. ויהיו חיי סורו 100 שונו, ו20 שונו ו7 שונים שני חיי סורו. And Chazal, Rashi brings down, ask the Kasha, why does it say 100 years and 20 years and 7 years? What's the connection? And there's a hekesh. Bas meo ki bas esrim. Bas esrim ki bas shebo. And there are 2 girsos how to read it. In our Rashi says, Bas meo ki bas esrim lechet. Bas esrim ki bas shebo leyofi. She was pure by 100 like she was by 20. And she was clean by 20 like she was by 7. But the question is that Bas mitzvah starts from 12, not from 20. So someone will say it means Misa b'dei shomayim. Misa b'dei shomayim Beth din shemalo is only by 20 and up. That's difficult. Others wants to be Gorez. In the Midrash that Rashi brings down, Bas meo Bas esrim leyofi. In her late years, used to look like a young 20-year-old, like the story with Paro. And Bas esrim ki Bas shevo lechet. She was clean like a 7-year-old, pure, untouched. Tinokes shelo choto. Bezchus tinokes shel beis rabim shelo choto. There's a minhog that Shishi, the 6th aliyah, belongs to Yosef HaTzadik. Abraham, Yitzchok, Yaakov, Moshe, Aharon, Yosef, David. Yosef HaTzadik was not chote. So you give Shishi to somebody who was not chote. In Temon, they give Shishi to a cotton before the bar mitzvah. Like the Mechaber Paskens, you are allowed to give aliyah to Ktanim. In Parshas Vayeshev, we find that number 20. 20 are the years that Yaakov Avinu worked in the house of Lavan. Ze esrim shono onechi imoch. In Parshas Vayeshev, we find the number 20. How much money was Yosef sold to Yishmeelim, who took him down to Mitzrayim? Esrim kosef. What did they use that esrim kosef for? Buy 20 shoes, 10 pairs of shoes. As we say in the Haftorah, al michrom bakesef tzadik ve'evyon ba'abur na'aloyim. Sefer Amos, perek beis posik vov. Parshas Vayishlach, where do we find the 20? Yaakov Avinu sends his brother Esau behemo for matonos. He sends a taish. For each taish he gives them 20 nekevos. He sends them 20 teyoshim, 200 nekevos. For each ayil he sends them 20 reholim. 20 elim, 200 reholim. He sends him yeorim, that's the zocher of a donkey. And for each ayor he sends him 1 pair of asonos, 2 female donkeys. 10 ayorim, 20 asonos. Parshas Vayigash, Yosef HaTzadik sends his father 20 donkeys, asoro hamorim ve'eser asonos, 10 and 10. Parashas Truma, Mishkan has 48 kroshim, keneged the 48 nevi'im she'omdu leYisrael, 20 in Dorom, Temono, and 20 in Tzafon, north. Uleshar he'chotzer mosoch esrim amo. The curtain of the chotzer was 20 amos long. Parshas Kisiso, ze yitnu kol ha'over al ha'pekudim machatzis ha'shekel b'shekel ha'kodesh. How much is a shekel? 20 gero ha'shekel, 20 gero. Who gives the מחצית השקל? כל הפיקודים מבין 20 שנה ומעלה. Anybody from 20-year-old and higher. בחוצר, ה-20 עמודים in צפון, with 20 אדונים made out of נחושס, and 20 עמודים in תימון, in דרום, in the south. אשר בחוקויסאי, מבין 20 שנה ומעלה, ועד בין 60 שנה, הויו ערכו 50 shekel kesef shekel hakodesh. From 20 and up, the value of a person is 30 shkolim. And from 5 years old until 20 years old, the hoyo erkecho azochor, 20 shkolim. אשר במדבר, בין 20 שנה ומעלה, כל היוצא צבא בישראל has to be 20 years old and up. פרשת שלח, לגזרת המרגלים, מבין 20 שנה ומעלה, anybody who was 20 years old on will have to die in the midbar. All the Yoitz Mitzrayim from 20 years old nifter in the midbar besides the last 15,000 people. Every single year in Tisha B'Av, 15,000 people would die. They themselves would prepare their Bez HaKvuro and go to sleep and did not wake up. Shimshon HaGibor was a shofet, a judge, for 20 years. The Beis Hamikdash that Shlomo HaMelech built was 20 amos wide. The Ulam was 20 amos wide. It took Shlomo HaMelech to build his house and the Beis Hamikdash 20 years. ויהי מקצה 20 שונו, אשר בונו שלמה את שני הבתים, את בייס השם ואת בייס המלך. יחזקאל הנביא had to eat for 390 days מאכול of 20 shekel היום. זכריה הנביא saw the Torah. It was a Megillah Ofo Orko 20 Boamo, 20 amos long, Verohbo 10 Boamo, 10 amos wide, from the amos of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Gemara in Eruvin of Chof Aleph Amud Aleph was a whole sugya to be masbir this nevuah. Omer Rav Chizda Dorish Mori Bar Mar. Why does David HaMelech mean by the Choltichlo Roisi Ketz Rechovo Mitzbosecho Meod? Mitzvah is very wide. How wide? Omeru David velo pirsho, Omeru Iyo velo pirsho, Cheskel velo pirsho, at shevo Zecharia ben Aido u pirsho. David says, Rechov mitzvah is chomeot, very wide. Iyo says, Aruko me'eretz mido, urchovo mini yom. Doesn't say how big. Cheskel says, Vayifros oso lefonai, and the Rebbeinu Shalom opened it up in front of me. Vehi chesuvo ponim ve'ohor, written in front of the Megillah and in the back of the Megillah. Vechosuv eleho kinim vohege vohi. At shebo Zechario ben Berechio ben Ido Hanovi, and he was masbir. He saw the Torah, the Megillah, ofo orko eser boamo, rochbo eser boamo. And when you open it up, it's 20 by 20, and it's written Ponim V'Achor. And if you split and be able to put the writing in one side, it's 40 by 20. And it says in the Yeshaya Novi, after from Nahamu, Mimodad B'Sha'alo Ma'im, B'Shomayim B'Zeres Tiken. The whole world is one zeres of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the earth. Nimtza Kol Ha'olam Kulo, the whole entire world, is 1/3200th of the Megillah that the Torah is written. This entire world, the earth, is one Lamed Beis Meos of the entire Torah. A Mevoy, which is 20 amos tall, you cannot use a quarter to be matir tiltul, unless you have a tzuras HaPesach. A Sukkah, the schach is higher than 20 amos, is possible. A Ner Hanukkah, which is more than 20 amos, is psulah. The Gemara says in Masechta Shabbos that Pei Tes Omed Beis, that Bezdin Shen Malo is not me'anish a person until he is 20 years old. Rashi explains, we learn it from Dor HaMidbar. Ba'midbar hazeh yiplu pigreichem miben 20 shono v'malo asher alinosem oloi. By Yishmael, when Soro asked Avram Avinu to send away Yishmael from the house, he was Oved, Avodah Zorah, Shvichas Domim, and Gil Aroyos. Yishmo Elohim es kol hanar, vayikro malach Elohim el hogor min hashomayim. Emelo malach hogor al tir'i ki shoma Elohim es kol hanar, ba'asher hu shom. Right now he's a tzaddik. We don't look at what he's going to do in the future. So Rashi brings a Gemara in Rosh Hashanah daf tezayin med beis. לפי מעשים שהוא עושה עכשיו הוא נידון, ולא לפי מעשים שהוא עשית לעשות לבונו. שעושית זרו להומיס בונךו בעצומו. עכשיו הוא צדיק. So he should not die בתצומו. Asher Hu Shom, we look at what he's doing now. He was a tzaddik. But the question is, Rashi brings down the Tosefta and Soiter, he was over on the 3 big Avedos. He was no tzaddik. Reb Chaim Kanievsky wants to answer that Yishmael was not 20 years old yet. According to the Midrash Yalkut Shimoni, he was 17 years. And Beis Din Shel Malo is done as Odom from 20 years old and not before. So according to the Beis Din Shel Malo, he's considered tzaddik even if he commits the 3 big Avedos. Or some want to say that since Yishmael almost died from thirst, he did tshuva, and his tshuva was niskabel. At that time, he was considered a tzaddik, and we don't look at the future.